Hi, I'm Paris Childress, CEO here at Hop Online, and in this video, I would like to walk you through our content briefing process. So a content brief is a document that we supply to the writer before producing the first draft of content. And the first draft of content, in fact, is based on the brief that's provided to the writer. So we have a particular structure for this brief, and it starts with some general guidelines for the writer. So we talk about things like a minimum word length and the brand voice that we want to achieve. We talk a little bit about the persona and the pain points, and generally what is the overall goal of this piece of content and how is it positioned in our persona's journey, as well as any other particular guidelines that need to be adhered to. So these are general guidelines at the start. Next, we have information about the target persona. And if you watch the video on content strategy where we explain the importance of the persona, here what we're doing is we are identifying the persona who we are writing for and describing a particular problem or a pain point that they might have that we want to solve with this piece of content. Next, in this section here, we are providing a unique SEO page title and meta description. So this is the snippet that will appear in search results once this page is published. And this has to be optimized both for keywords and also for click-through rate. And then we have the proposed headline of the piece. In this particular case, it's about Wi-Fi security. So we're suggesting the headline. The writer can also suggest their own headline if after writing the piece they come up with a better idea. But this is a suggested headline. And then we are providing some research here in these links around the top performing content on this topic. And it's very important that the writer first read through these pages and understand what we're up against, because you have to write a piece of content that is going to be better in terms of quality than what's currently ranking at the top of Google. So we have to understand how good is the current content for this keyword and where is the bar that we need to surpass. Next, we have the outline, and the outline is really basically the subtopics that we want to touch on throughout the piece of content. So it starts with an introduction, and here this is really just a little bit of instructions on how to write the introduction and what should be included. And then we have different subtopics that we are recommending based on our keyword research and our competitor analysis. So when we're talking about Wi-Fi networks, the top ranking content seems to be also touching on whether or not it's dangerous, whether or not the data is safe. So safety seems to be a big theme, and we get that through our competitive research and keyword research. And these links that you see here are links to external sources that we can cite in our content that will give our content more credibility. And external links are important, and they typically do enhance the user experience and therefore enhance the SEO value of a piece of content. So we include throughout external links that we suggest that the writer uses in the content to cite sources of research. And finally, the conclusion and the call to action. So this is how we recommend wrapping up the piece of content. And we always want to include a call to action to keep the user on the site, either to read another similar post around the same topic, or maybe to check out a related product or a service or a category page that can be connected with the topic. So it's important also to include a specific call to action at the end. And then a little bit of research here, top questions and keywords that are related to the topic based on our keyword research. And here are some sample volumes of those keywords. So we don't necessarily want to stuff these keywords into the content, but we want to make sure that as much as possible, we are considering these top questions and we are considering these keywords as we write the content, and we want to include them as much as possible in a natural way as we write. So this is a document that gets handed to the writer. Typically, the writer will then produce a first draft based on this brief, and then we have an editorial review process done by an independent person where we are going to match the first draft of the content against this brief to assess the degree to which it conforms to the brief. So the process is brief, draft, editorial, final draft, approval, publish, and promote. And that is the full cycle of our content campaign. Thanks a lot for watching.